Well, it's a full moon today, and we certainly could feel this energy, couldn't we? What a day. We haven't seen a day like this, maybe if ever, in the Karen Reed case. Today is February 12th of 2025. Let's get started because we are definitely... So now comes the Commonwealth, and now comes the defense, filing all of these motions. I keep thinking that song, everybody's doing a brand new dance now. Come on, baby, file your motion. I know it doesn't go that way, but anyway, I'm just amazed. It's no wonder that the defense team has welcomed attorney Mark Betterow onto the scene. I'm just so happy about that. But tonight, I want to find out a few more things because this full moon energy, as you can see, can bring out all these energy vampires. What is an energy vampire? Well, they're the ones that literally suck the energy completely out of people, out of things, but what they leave in their wake is the truth. What they leave in their wake is this, and they can't help it because that's all there's left for the CW. They have done nothing but try to cover this up and make up their own rules. I mean, when you think of Massachusetts, do you think that you're going to get a fair trial? Or if something happens, are you just going to be tried by the law enforcement there and the DA's office and call it a day, shove it over to the judge, she does whatever, he does whatever, and tickety-boom, you're behind bars? This is a wake-up call. This is a wake-up call. And I say this every time we meet, and I'm going to say it until there's a day I don't have to say it anymore. And I hope that's coming soon. But these people, and especially Jennifer McCabe, in my opinion, is getting pretty wide-eyed, raising an eyebrow, thinking, oh heck, because it's going to be very easy to trip them up at this point. Can you imagine being tag teamed by the Dream Team for cross-examinations? They cannot deny the truth, and neither can Judge Bev. Now, welcome. My name is Lady Zelda. I'm here with Seeing Crime, and you know what? I would love it if you would subscribe and like, share, and click that notification bell because there's going to be more coming out, I think even more daily now. Until we get past this point in March, and quite frankly, I've been saying it, I said it yesterday, I'm not quite sure that there's going to be a retrial on April 1st because there's just so much. And I believe that if Auntie Bev starts denying some of these motions from the defense, I think we're going to see some appeals. And those appeals are going to take some time because now you watch. There's no more playing around. Pardon the professional slang, but FAFO. That's exactly the message that they're giving to the CW. I know, that's a little bombastic, I know. But it's very true. They have to come out like this. For those of you who are wondering what on earth has happened, this is like a covert activity. This is like a military exercise, if you want to know the truth, surrounding the enemy with every possible way to infiltrate what really has happened. And they'll do it. I don't have a doubt. They will do it. This is getting interesting. I'm not law enforcement. I'm not a lawyer. I leave that up to the great experts. I'm not a fire professional. I'm not a medical professional. However, I'm a tarot professional and I'm a psychic medium. And I'm here to get guidance and direction. So far, we've been getting pretty good guidance and direction. And yesterday we saw where there's some messages coming out and some concerning messages. And I'm going to tell you what, I'm not so sure that hashtag Hanky Harmonica, whatever his name is, Mr. Breenan, in my opinion, can sleep at night. If he can, well, good luck. We're going to do something a little different tonight, my darlings. I have the Mythic Tarot. We have the Kipper. We have the Gypsy Witch. No Gypsy, no Witch, but the kitties and the full moon. We got that covered tonight. And then, of course, the House of Zelda prototype, the Cartomancy deck. And we're going to clear our area here. Clear the cloth and tell me, because there is a lot. Oh boy, I'm seeing a lot. There is a lot of energy that is coming out. Now here I'm going to show you what you can do with a Kipper deck, because we want to really nail this down to one. Oh my gosh, and look, I turn it over, and who is standing there? John, who lived at 1 Meadows Avenue. That's the card that I want. And we're going to take one more card. We're going to go through these cards. We're going to take one more card. What I tell you about military? Absolutely. We're going to take one more card here. You know, that looks like AJ, doesn't it? We look hard enough, we're going to see the people that we know and love in these cards. And that is the card that I want. And you know what? Let's take the courthouse card. Should we? Should we take the courthouse? No. Let's see where that comes up. So these two cards I want to take. They are called significator cards. We want to know, we want to pinpoint the energy right into this subject. John was in the house, in my opinion, and maybe yours too. I mean, this is entertainment purposes only, right? So we may as well just be playing Clue online. But this is amazing. And you know, it's kind of funny. Take a look at the background of this card. Family room. Didn't Brian Alberts say that? No, he said he was taking Higgy into the family room to look at family pictures. Okay, well, whatever then. But we're going to pinpoint what's going on here. Now, just as a little side note, you may hear a male voice. That happens to be my son. He's working in the other room, and they are kind of loud. He works remotely, just like his mama, and they're kind of loud tonight. So I'm apologize, but I didn't want you to think it was anything paranormal or anything weird. It's just life. Here we are, my darlings. So now we're going to ask spirits, guides, angels, what information do you have to give us regarding Officer John O'Keefe, 34 Fairview? What do you have to show us? We're asking for guidance and direction. What can you tell us? We're here. We're listening. Share, show us. Here we go. First card. I'm laughing because what did I do? I said that looked like AJ, doesn't it? To me, it does. He's got that suit thing going. Oh, yeah. And how? A journey. Yeah, AJ does make a lot of trips here. Bless him. That's hard on a person doing that sort of thing, too. But it's been a long journey. But this journey has taken another path because, look, we have unexpected income. Now, I'm going to tell you, I think there's going to be a big benefactor coming out of the woodwork for Karen. And I kind of got that last night, and with this, it wouldn't surprise me. They might be anonymous. They may not. We may hear about it. We may not. But someone is going to be extremely generous because now the truth is coming out and the public can see, the world can see. And when they are on the outside looking in at all these motions and all this rhetoric of Proctor texting Lolly July 1st of 2024, and, you know, oh, they don't want to see Alan. Give me a break. This dude, give me a break, these people. Toil and labor. All they've done is try to find ways that they can nail Karen, Pin it on the girl. Swap out suspects. Do what they need to do. Okay, so we're going to put these to the side just for a minute. We've got a really good start here. So definitely AJ is going to be significant in the next 2 or 3 days. You watch for that. They all are, but especially AJ is going to kind of come out. He's going to be a little front and center. And I think then Tuesday there may be another hearing. Hey, listen. I love watching these things with you guys. All right, here we go. Now I think, yeah, I have my deck right side up. The 7 of Cups. We lay that there. And the 8 of Pentacles. We lay that there. Interestingly enough, this 7 of Cups means that there are some choices that will be made. And what are the choices? Well, they've got to make sure this is a card of facts, making sure that when you look at each cup that there is a correct fact that goes along with it. Make sure that you know what is behind it. Sorry, I don't know. I think my camera just stopped. Anyway, this is a card of making choices, but it's the choices, what facts you have behind it. That's interesting, isn't it? Because some of these choices, I mean, you know what you know, right? But you got to prove it. Unfortunately, the CW puts the defense in a position where they really have to come out and disprove. And even though that's what they're supposed to do, but it just really feels backwards, doesn't it? Because the CW has the burden of the proof. And yet it's like they want to pour it onto the shoulders of the defense. And it's only because they want to see what they've got. It's very evident today. This 8 of Pentacles. This is one thing you're going to find out about Karen and the defense, and that is consistency. Constant consistency, doing the right thing, filing affidavits after motions, filing things correctly, going through spell check, going through, that drives me crazy, by the way, going through all of these things. And you see this fellow, he's almost in a mass production there, but he's living very well with all this lush grapevines and so forth around him. Looks pretty happy standing there. Got a beard on. Might be AJ, right? But anyway, he is consistent in producing these coins. Now, consistency in filing motions, but also financially consistent. Now, that's amazing in its own right, too, right? Okay, so now we're going to come out with the Gypsy Witch cards. We're going to find out what's going on. This is a spring timing card. Next month, spring. This is a lump sum of money. However, it can also be a lump sum of money that you find that has been used for a criminal purpose. I'm going to say it that way. Could that be a part of what we may see here? Because certainly they're checking bank accounts and so forth, but I think the defense may find something too. This tower here, this number 35, it's not a good card, even though it's actually a steeple. It's a church steeple. It means, with all these clouds, it means that someone could be deathly sick. Now, I'm not predicting anything like that. It's been kind of coming up a little bit. I'm going to say it in that way. But I'm just going to say watch. Just watch. This particular, I love this. because the rider, you see this little fellow, he's jumping over the fence with his little horsey. The rider coming through, and look, he's coming, so we laid him in this direction and he's coming through this way. If he were over here, it would denote a different story. But with him being here, and it's someone who has a lot of vim and vigor, this tells us that the rider is a sign of good news. And I believe we had a lot of good news today. Regardless of the SJC, I really didn't have a lot of faith in that anyway, because there's a lot of moving parts to that. But we got a real good thing that happened yesterday, and that was attorney Mark Betterow coming in. But I still think there's more coming. Just like reserve the next 45 to 60 days. Because there's so much more. And I say we, because you know what? We're all in this together. I mean, we feel like this is our family, right? I certainly do. I mean, this has become where you feel close to these people. You've taken such a vested interest on their behalf. Thank God so many people have. It's gotten her through. Can you imagine if she ran out of money, what would happen? Can you imagine? But these people are not, they're far. You know, Mr. Betterow coming in sends a signal, and that is, oh, you can play whatever you want to play, CW and Hanky and Meatball, because we've got some power behind us. You can play whatever game you want. They're not leaving. You can do whatever we want. We've got all areas of the law covered. Bring us your worst. Remember what Napoleon says. Never interrupt your enemy when they're making a mistake. That's why this has gone on for so long. I know people are, even last month. So why just want the feds to step in and make this go away? No. When the time is right, because if they would have stepped in a month ago, 2 months ago, a lot of these things would have never come out, and we would have never known the depth of the corruption that is there, in my opinion, allegedly. See, there's going to be some more unexpected things come out. Now, this is a winter timing card, this Ace of Spades. A winter timing card that goes along with this. This is pretty amazing. Wisdom is needed. Oh yeah, everybody's got their thinking caps on. Because this is like a maze. Other than being amazing, this is truly a maze. That it takes a minute to put all these pieces of the puzzle. Look how many people and how many moving parts. A man. Okay, which one? Let's ask. It's a King of Hearts. That's okay. And a pathway ahead. We keep getting the new pathway. And I think they keep blazing the trail. All right, so we had this card yesterday. The contact coming to you. If I'm reading for the defense, then that is contact coming for them. I'm actually reading because we want to know what's going on with John in the house. So there's contact coming regarding that particular situation. The Four of Hearts is a card that denotes hurt from the past, obviously. But there's definitely history with John and these people. Oh, no doubt. Absolutely no doubt whatsoever. Seek higher wisdom. You know, when we got this the other day, I think this is a Supreme Court, a federal court. I think that they're going to take that decision from yesterday with the double jeopardy all the way to the top. But remember, the Supreme Courts have to accept it. They don't just take anything. They can apply, I guess, for lack of a better word, because I'm not a lawyer. Submit is a better choice to say. They can submit this case to the Supreme Court, and they may pick it up and put it on the docket. If they don't, well, no answer is our answer. They can deny it too. But I think that's what this card means. They're going to seek higher wisdom. They're going to seek a higher court. Does it surprise you? No. Should they do it? Absolutely yes. Absolutely. Why? Why? Not only does it get the attention of the Supreme Court, it will get the attention of the U.S. General, and it will get the attention of big law enforcement, even though they're looking into it now. The raised flags that come around this, don't think that some of these law enforcement people, there's one that dropped out, two that dropped out, have not contacted Madam U.S. Attorney General Bondi and some of these other people too. Let's see what these are. The Seven of Pentacles. Now, this is getting interesting. The Seven of Pentacles. Look what she's doing. She's bringing a cow and a pentacle to this man. So there's some type of deal, some type of negotiation, some type of something or other, sort of, kind of, maybe, that may be offered. Because, see, that's what happens. And usually right before you go to a trial, in my opinion, there will be another offer of a plea deal or something like that. That's kind of sort of how it's done. But there will be none. They will go right through this. But isn't that amazing? Because we've not seen this card in this deck before. The Seven of Pentacles. Not only is it with the consistency part, but now it will be coming to. So could it be a deal? I don't know. I don't think so. Could it be trying to work something out with these motions, with evidence? Most likely. This is for the defense, obviously. And this is for the defense, too. Remember, our focus is on John and the house. But with this, look at this Ten of Cups, standing hand in hand, a time to celebrate. The tens in the tarot mean that you have completed a journey, and then you get to start over again. So whatever suit that has the 10, it means that you've completed the journey. And in the cup suit, which is also a water element, it means that you've completed things in a very emotional, very compassionate, very loving way, but also where it benefits the greater good. So there will be an end come to this. But I'm going to tell you what I think this is. I think there's going to be some hardball played on this, getting the evidence from One Meadows Avenue, having the expert come in. I mean, after all, the prosecution did it and didn't let the defense know. And Paul O'Keefe and his buddy were there while they had an expert do this. So the proper thing to do is work it out among themselves. And when Mr. Yannetti went to the Commonwealth and said, please ask the O'Keefes if they could do this, they bottom line came back and said, file a motion. because I think they're feeling confident in Bev turning it down because they don't want any of this. So why do they want to go in there? Well, they want to test the John's car, John's SUV. They wanted to test the Lexus part of it. They want to test the conditions, the ground, the height, there's a lot of factors there. They want to do it in the daylight, number one, because you can see on that ring camera when Karen backs up out of the garage, she runs right into John's vehicle, and you can see it just move, just bump slightly. But you know what I want to see? Did she dent John's just a little bit? Has that been bondoed or pulled out or fixed or whatever? This expert can tell that. He can tell that. And then have him deny it. They've been really good on deny. Right? So I think that's where this is all about. I think that's where this is coming from. We'll have to wait and see there. Let's get a final message, my darlings, from the Kipper, because I think we're on a good track here. This is very positive that we're on a good track. A thief. There has been so much stolen in this case, but I think that there's going to be some things that I think that are going to be coming out that are not so great. I need to get another deck of cards. Here we are. Oh, look, the 10 of clubs. So that's a confirmation of this. All right, here we go. 6 of hearts. And look, that jack of... Yeah, so we're getting there. Sorry, you know how it goes. I have to mess it up. I mess up my board or it ain't Zelda's. All right, here we are, my darlings. This is Auntie Bev. I believe this is Bettero because he's showing up as the, in theory now, bear with me, he's showing up as the fresh-faced kid on the block. The new kid on the block. He's got a fresh idea, fresh face. He's wide-eyed. He's perky. He's ready to dive deep in here. And they're ready to go. These two cards together are not good for the CW. Together, it spells out sacrifice. It spells out fear. It spells out they're starting to look at the situation from both sides. And that is why there's going to be some issue. Now, I'm going to tell you when the travels start getting tough. When the rubber meets the road, what you're going to see is it's going to almost be every man and woman for themselves to a greater degree. Because I'm going to tell you, if something goes down, Meatball will throw every one of these people under the bus to save his own skin, in my opinion, and vice versa. It's going to be a heyday. If it gets that far, I'm not even so sure it's going to get that far, because we keep getting these indications that something is going to happen. There's something there. But with this particular card now, and with this one together, it's basically saying fear coming from the ground up, meaning deep down. You have grounded you. I mean, you can ground yourself, but these people ground themselves. But this is a card of domination as well. Not only sacrifice, but domination in certain things. And they are certainly trying to dominate how this is going to work. I feel that this is very positive because it's following through. We're going to get more information. They've chosen another pathway. They're coming out very aggressive. I love that. We've been saying that they're going to be coming out aggressive now. They're going to be coming out very, I mean, even before we had an inkling of Mark Betterow coming in, a lot of this is great. But the one thing that we do know is he was here. And there is a puppy dog. And that I'm going to say, in my opinion, they do not have, see, look at this. They do not have the right dog. How do you tell? I mean, hello, a German Shepherd. I mean, obviously the owners know what Chloe looked like, but do you think they're going to pipe up and say, oh no? I mean, it's not like they can call Rent-A-Pup, right? I don't know, but I feel very deep down inside that's not her. But here we go, my darling. You're going to see some changes start coming out with these people. In the meantime, we're here for it. Let me know what you think in the description. We're on the right track. Just no, listen, no matter what happens, no matter if Auntie Bev starts denying things or whatever the case, the defense is very, very well prepared. The law is on their side. And if she starts making moves that are not really following the law, in my opinion, there's a remedy for that. Okay? And the defense feels the same way too. I'm positive. These are wonderful, very professional, and very smart people. Karen is in excellent hands. So let's not get, boomed up yesterday. So many people were so boomed up, and it's like, oh, what? Okay, we've just got to take it as a thing. It's a step. But I really feel it would not have been a good step. This exposes, we want corruption exposed. This is the way to do it. We'll see what happens. And I'll be here. So hang in there, my darlings. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your support. I love you guys. I wouldn't know what to do without you. And we're going to see what happens. If you'd like to get a reading with me, let me know. My links are in the description. And I'll be here tomorrow. Start taking notes, my darlings. It's all coming to pass. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.